Hey guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at a couple of smart Wi-Fi light strips from Tapo. If you're not familiar with Tapo or Tapo, I'm honestly not sure which it is. These are actually from, or the Tapo is from TP-Link. It's kind of a subsidiary sub-product kind of thing. We've got, both of these are smart Wi-Fi light strips. Both of them are 5 meters long, about 16.5 feet. They sync to sound, of course, if you're running that on your cell phone. And of course, they've all got different types of features. That's why we're looking at two different things here. I will say that these are going to be more weather resistant, water resistant than these. These are going to be open, whereas these are going to have kind of a clear rubberized coating over them that we will take a look at here in just a moment. But what I do want to do is actually take a look at this one first. This is the more, or the least expensive option of the two. It's also not going to be quite as robust in functionality, but we're going to take a look at that one first, then we'll come back and take a look at this. Also, for transparency here, these were provided to me by TP-Link. They sent these over for me to take a look at and see what my thoughts are on them. So let's do exactly that. So let's set this one out of the way and bring this one here front and center there. Again, these are just going to be some smart LED lights. So if we open this up, here is one reel, and then here's another one. I've already had these out of the box to take a look at them, make sure they worked. They did, and so now we can go ahead and move on with actually getting them set up and configured with the app so we can take a look at the functionality of them. Of course, in the box, you're going to get a power supply. This is 12 volt, 1.5 amps, so about 18 watts. For that, it's got a barrel jack on one end, and then, of course, that's going to plug into here, like so. And then we've got a couple of RGB plugs right there. Hopefully the camera can pick up. All right, there we go. So now we can kind of see those RGB plugs that plug into this receiver right here that does have a multifunction button on it so that you can kind of toggle through things if you don't have your app or your phone handy to do those things. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in, and then we'll get one of the strips plugged in because they're going to do the same thing, just in parallel if you hook both of them up. So again, this is what we're going to use for our test. We do have two of these. I'm only going to hook up one because, again, there's really no point in setting up both of them for the sake of testing. I'm going to go ahead and undo the tape here, and I'm going to unreel this at least a little bit just so we can kind of get a full view of that. You don't really want to run these on the reel for very long because they will tend to get hot, and of course you don't want them getting hot because they will stop working once we get this lined up over here. So we'll go ahead, push the button and see what happens. There we go. Oops, I double tapped it. Okay, so there's what we're gonna get. It's just kind of doing a fade right now. So let me get my phone up and going here. And we're gonna look at the 900-10, which actually just kicked on the screen there. So here we can just, we can select a color, and here we can see that is going very, very quickly, nearly no lag there, and I really do dig that. Let's see if we've got anything else in there. We can do something like this, where it will pick up my voice and will kind of change colors based on what my voice is doing, and of course, now that it's quiet, we're not hearing any of that. We can, of course, change the brightness to that however we'd like to. We're not going to do that. We're going to hit cancel, and we're going to go back. Oops. We're going to go back and hit leave. There we go. We can go to effects, and of course, like I said before, you can choose different colors that will just happen almost instantly, and I absolutely love that. We've got Aurora, which is kind of where it was before, where it's just going to do some fading in between some different colors to give us kind of an Aurora effect. I love how smooth and clean that is. It's like you don't even realize that it's changing colors until the next color is already there. Let's go to like bubbling cauldron there. So kind of the same general idea, just a little faster, a little more random. We've got all kinds of different options here for like Haunted Mansion. So let's see what that one does. Interesting, kind of a pulsing thing there. We can do lightning. I actually really dig the lightning. I really like that one a lot. Just kind of random flashes. And of course, if you had this behind, a TV or a shelf or something, that would look Really, really neat in my opinion. We can do something like rainbow. And of course, it will just kind of go through the rainbow colors there and give you an idea of all of the different possibility of colors. But that's kind of what we've got for effects. We can create customized effects, that sort of thing. We're not going to do that right now, but we could absolutely do that. We've got different options. We've looked at sync to sound effects. We can schedule different things to happen by going in and adding different times and lighting effects and things like that. Let's go back here. We can set it to when we're going to be away. So I love that. And then a timer, you can have it turn on and off depending on when the timer ends. So pretty cool there. You can share it with other people, of course. So that's what you're going to get with the L900-10. Very basic, very user-friendly. Not a lot of options. And again, these are not going to be weather resistant in any capacity, but they do have, some M3 or 3M sticky on the back so that you can attach that to basically anywhere that 3M will stick. So now let's take a look at the L920-10. Okay, so here is the L920-10 that we are going to take a look at now. Here it says customized color zones, durable PU coating, and no hub required. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open. Again, I've already had this out and tested it to make sure it works. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of do this. Here's the reel, the spool, whatever you want to call it. We're going to look at. There's that. Get all of this out of here, of course. Quick start guide and that sort of thing. Again, we do have, let's see, what is this one? So this is 12 volts, 3.3 amps. So about 40-ish, 45 watts there. So we're going to go ahead and get this plugged in and get it set up with the new controller there. And then we'll go ahead and unspool some of this as well, just so we can really kind of see what's going on there. Again, here you can see, hopefully you can see, let's get the camera to focus. There we go. You can actually see this has got a nice rubberized coating on there for weather protection, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in like so. And we'll just kind of leave that like it is and then push the button. And here we can see it's kind of already doing a tracer effect there. We're going to bring this over so that it's in frame there as well. And here you can hopefully, let me adjust this down a little bit, so that we can really kind of see some of the different stuff here. This one did need me to adjust the camera so that we can really see how much, there we go, maybe not quite that much. There we go. This way we can actually see the colors transitioning down the reel, that sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and open up my app here again, and we'll go ahead and open up the L920-10. And of course, we can do the standard, just colors. And these are so much brighter than the 900-10s. I will say that out of the gate. Of course, we can turn that down just with the little slider there. Of course, we can do the sound sync again, just like we did before. And there we go. Now we're getting it to react to my voice as I'm talking. Right now, it looks like, it is doing some color shift there, just much more gradually. And I really do dig that. So we're going to go ahead and cancel that and back up. Again, we can go to effects. Again, like I said, we've got different colors that will happen very, very quickly. I really dig that. Let's go with something. There we go, like that. We can do color painting so that we can, basically choose what colors we want in different parts of the reel there. We're not going to do that, but you absolutely can. Again, more effects. Daylight. We can do that. And of course, not much really going on with daylight, but if we do. Let's take a look at lightning here. And this is neat because it actually only illuminates different parts of the LED strip, being more random like you would expect lightning to be. And I absolutely love, what it's doing here. So there you go. You can kind of get an idea there. Let's open up Haunted Mansion. Let's see what this one does. Of course, it just kind of, there you go, fades in and out, does some just real random stuff there. Let's do our rainbow. And of course, here you can see it working its way into the center of the ring there. And of course, changing colors all the way as it goes. Absolutely love the 900 or the 920-10 here. Let's take a look at Grandma's Christmas lights just for the sake of trying something different. There it goes. So Grandma's got slow Christmas lights, it looks like. So that's kind of what's going on there. We'll give this just another second and see if it does. And nope, it's just going to be real slow there. Let's go to candy canes. See if this one, there we go. And of course, this is going to, light up in stripes of red and white, and a little bit of pink as it transitions. I think that looks really neat. So this is kind of what you can expect the difference between the two to be. Of course, you're going to get the coating. You're going to get integrated circuits or controllers on here to make sure that each of the individual lights are addressable, so you can get better effects that are much more detailed than you would on the 900-10. While I'm talking here, let's take a look at Hanukkah. See what that one looks like. It looks like we just got some reds and some blues and some pinks in there. Let's do Aurora. I've always really liked the Aurora. We'll go ahead and let that just work its way to the middle, and of course give us all of the different colors you would expect from Aurora there. So guys, there you go. There is the Tapo or Tapo Wi-Fi LED light strips from TP-Link. Of course, you've got the 900-10 as well as the 920-10. If you're interested in either of these, of course, I think you'll be really, really happy with either of them. But my honest opinion is definitely, I definitely prefer the 920-10s here.